Pearl Harbor Crucial Conflict. Come celebrate with us July 19th in Carver High. Father Jackmaster Funk, Crucial Conflict. You dig what I'm saying? Carver High, it's going down. July 19th. Come get down with us.
No, hey, my ass.
Streets
You
where they can
folks
see
don't
me
see
at.
me.
But it's
Do
never
that.
easy at. That's the world we be at. Real hitters keep the strap for any type of
Busy with the kid, them damn kids.
Tilt back like at a BC hat. That's where we gon' leave you at. Make them take a leaky nap. Anytime that we attack, you don't want a piece of that. That thug mentality can be an aphrodisiac. But you're doing too much, homie. Please relax. Don't make this animal damage you, and I will banish you. Handle you flammable like a match. Do a candle. Do with words. I'll be a man if you plan to do any anamical acting against the intangible. You must be sniffing out vinyl. Realize I'm a G, you just Joe. Realize that's Mike, but not Dino. Samoye, not Wino.
Yo, what's going on? This is Sid for CedItUp Production with G's and Hustlas. I got some brothers in the building today. We're doing this call around the block. We're going to discuss a whole bunch of stuff. Social media, what's going hot on social media and all that stuff. I'm going to introduce everybody. I got Jay Hendo in the building. What's going on, bro?
What up? What's going on?
Everything's all good. We got Marcus Anderson in the building.
Fellas, what's good?
We got my boy James Fountain in the building. What's going on, boy?
What's up with you, bro?
We good. Then I got my co-host in the building, Lil Allen. How you living?
Man, I'm good, bro. How you feel, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. Man, we wanted to do this for a while. I mean, we got these guys on here. We're gonna talk open discussion. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. Try to make it short and sweet. Get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But if I think this gonna go on long, but I'm trying not to make it go long because I know you guys got things to do as well. So, but we're gonna jump it off, man. Like I said, a lot of stuff is going on in the industry, whatever. So I got a couple of things I want to talk about. I want to know which one y'all want to talk about first. We got the P. Diddy trial and everything going on. We got the ICE going on. We got the R. Kelly situation going on. Now the Tyler Perry stuff is going on. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, man. I mean, how would y'all like to start this off with, man?
Man,
It don't even matter. Whatever. All of it's got some, how do you gonna kick it off?
Let's get to the juicy part first. Then I mean, let's kick the What's up, BB? BB in the building. What's up, BB? Let's kick it off with the P. Diddy thing, man. I mean, like I said, I said before, like we was in the back room, I really don't care about the trial or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or what he doing in his bedroom or kicking down doors, waving the 4-4. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care about none of that. My concern, it ain't even a concern. I think he really should be going to jail for stuff that he did to the industry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot of people that pretty much died on his watch, man, got killed on his watch. You know what I'm saying? From the Biggie, from the Craig Mack, Black Rob, you name it. Whoever's with him is either gone or in jail or been in jail or not saying it's a bad thing, but with the Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a pastor now, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that, but it's by me leading off with that. Marcus, what you think about, I mean, as far as like what I just said about P. Diddy, what's your thoughts on what's going on with P. Diddy?
Well, I think to start, I think that our entertainers now. I'm not going with my response right here. I'm not going to deal with right or wrong because everybody's innocent until proven guilty. But I think that our black entertainers are under attack. If you look at the social construct of everything, we've become easy to target. and social media has made it easy to do that. You got podcasts, you got, which is ironic, we're on one right now. You
Yep.
got podcasts, you got all sort of streaming devices. Everybody has a camera, and everything is wide open for you to be targeted. And being a rich black man, and I don't like Tyler Perry's movies. Everybody knows that. I don't like his movies.
Mm-hmm.
I make no, I don't mince words about it. That doesn't mean he should be a target. I'm not happy to see him as a target.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think we're dealing with the construct. There's either the bringing down of a black man, or there's the effeminating, if I'm saying that word right, of the black man. There's something that's designed to bring the black man down. Now, as with P. Diddy, which is what you started off with, he's aligned himself for a lot of things that's come his way. Like, you got more baby oil in your house than the actual manufacturer does in their warehouse. Like, what are we talking about with P. Diddy? And then, you, like, everybody is not lying on you. So you are, whether you believe it or not, you're today's Barry Gordy. That's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You're the face of black music. Whether you like him or not, that's what he is.
Yeah.
You have to present yourself in a different light, because again, as I started off, you're a target. You become an easy target as a black man.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at some of the people like Babyface, some of the guys who carry themselves in a manner where their dignity comes before their business, anything that you might think you know of. But P. Diddy, he doesn't carry himself that way, and that makes him an easy target. And if we could bring P. Diddy down, we're going to bring other black men down or other black women down, and it's just not good for the black community. I didn't take that long, but yeah, it's not good for the black community.
Hey, before the rest of you brothers cut in, I just want to make a statement real quick, because I see some, because I don't know, said if you see it in the private chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, just to clear it up, bro, because I don't have to respond to you, bro, but I don't want to have it, no misunderstanding, bro. We ain't gossiping, bro. If you just heard what the brother said, and I'm quite sure the other brothers gonna follow up with something that ain't got shit to do with no gossip shit. You know what I mean?
Who's this?
We going in depth, and these brothers gonna go in depth. I can't say what they're gonna do, but I'm quite sure about, because of their intelligence, bro. Like, we ain't on here gossiping about somebody's personal life. We don't actually. I know we don't give a fuck. About that part of it. But I just had to say that, bro, because I'm seeing it, and it's kind of disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is,
That's
bro.
the problem in our community right now, man. We don't support each other. You got people on here talking about gossiping and they don't know what the hell is going on. So, like, giving opinionated, man, you see how we just go out here and bash each other. Brothers up here doing the podcast. Nobody bad mouth for nothing. We free to have our own opinion, but you got a brother in the chat talking about go help the community, when in reality, that's what some of us do. We go help the community. So people out here need to be talking and I know what the hell is going on. And it could be frustrating, but sometimes you can't even give them people that energy, though. So,
Yeah, you're right, bro.
The old me will give you the energy.
No, I mean, the thing is, I mean, like you said, it's not gospel. It just it's putting out there what our opinion. Everybody got an opinion on everything. I mean, like he had an opinion that this gossip. It's his opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's his opinion. So, I mean, it is what it is. Let's go ahead. Who want to kick?
Yeah. So
Let's go, James.
let me kind of go in a little bit on that. Quite honestly, when it comes to P Diddy, I have a more macro view of what's going on. Quite honestly, I don't care what grown folks do in their bedroom. That's not my business.
Right.
His innocence or guilt, um, I really don't care about that, because the truth is, and Marcus kind of alluded to it, um, if you're a person who's willing to align yourself with that kind of lifestyle and those parts of the industry, because the industry is not just all about that, but if you align yourself with those parts of the industry, you have to know that there will be some drawback from that. But But I don't honestly, quite honestly, I don't care about that part. What I care about is my community.
Hmm.
And with my community, what I care about is the unhealthy celebrity worship that we have had with celebrity, and in its totality. We need to get rid of our celebrity worship.
Mm.
That's what hurts us more than anything. Um, Being too consumed with what's going on in these celebrities' lives, when quite frankly, they are the people that's used as for social engineering of our community.
Yeah.
Let's take, for example, let's go for example with sports gambling. Now, in the 70s and the 80s, well, I would say more or less in the 80s, they 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 got our women with state lottery. And now today they're getting our men with the new addiction, which is sports gambling.
Mm.
And I always tell my sons, if you want to know who they're targeting for these things, just look at who they use as the endorsers of those products.
Mm.
Now,
Right.
if you go on and pardon me if you don't agree, I understand. But this is my conjecture. This is what I believe. These people who don't need the money, Kevin Hart, Kevin Garnett, Jamie
Shaq,
Foxx,
Shaq.
Bill O'Neal, all of these people who are used to push this poison onto our community.
Mm.
You know, people are losing families and things like that due to something like sports gambling. How many people is losing their lives and their families over this stuff? And like I said, and it's all due because of our unhealthy worship of these celebrities. If these celebrities is going for it, they use them to make us be a part of those things. So what one of the things I want us to do is cut the umbilical cord of us and our celebrity worship, because to quite honest with you, those people mean us no good. I mean, just think about the things that we used to say about like maybe the neighborhood drug dealer. What would be their responses to why they sell drugs? Well, it ain't my fault. Well, I don't make them do it.
Mm.
Um, it's on them whether they want to use it or not. Well, that
Right.
is the exact same mentality and the same thing that these so-called celebrities are saying to us. You don't have to gamble, but they don't care about your families being destroyed due to it.
Yeah.
So we need to cut the celebrity worship, and that's from all aspects of celebrity. Because these people, at the end of the day, they're looking out for themselves. It is a selfish endeavor, and they really don't care about the community in itself. And I think that's one of the things we need to absolutely cut from our people is the unhealthy. And like I said unhealthy worship of celebrity. You can follow celebrity and have people you like in the industry, but it's the unhealthy worship. You know, how many people they still arguing about Michael Jordan and LeBron?
Right.
Mm.
They still arguing about Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Those
Yeah.
are the type of things we need to relieve ourselves from, man, because it's unhealthy and it takes away from more
What's really
important
going?
things we need to be focusing on in our community. And I'll
Gotcha.
land.
Gotcha. Gotcha. What you got, John?
I'll say this, man, and I agree with him on our role models are these guys in the entertainment industry. I'm gonna ask you a question. How many of these kids or how many people know who was the first black man that did the open heart surgery? How many people know was the first black man who invented the gas mask and the red light? Like none of these kids do that. Them the
Mhm.
people you should admire. You know, your George Washington Carvers, but we admiring this
Beef.
like you said, Lil Wayne, and you know, like Al, you said Lil Wayne, how he changed the style. Like we go to them for answers when stuff happens in the community. Like George Floyd, you look for them to speak out, but they pay for it though. I think
Right.
somebody put in the comments. I think it was Miss Billion. I think whoever it was. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but they
BB.
pointed out. Yeah, they pointed out that black people are easy. Like I told you earlier, bro, the manipulation and these days for the younger black generation is so easy. You put someone on the media, guess what? It's gonna spark a march. Like right now, I told you earlier, if I post something about a white cop shooting a black dude, we're gonna go riot, right? The thing is, marching ain't what it was back in the 80s and 70s, 60s, and 50s than it is right now. It's different. Now, so if you go riot in your own communities, or therefore people think if they go downtown, they're making it worse. The thing is that these people are smart. The people at control are smart. You incite them to riot. You want black people to riot because guess what? Then you give them a reason to go up on taxes when business. I said this before. When business leave, that tax bill politicians not going to pick up. That's got to go to somebody. So if business leave a $1.2 million tax bill that they's paying yearly, who's going to take up for it? The mayor of Chicago ain't going to take up for it. So we distribute equally to the citizens, to people who own buildings, renting out apartments. Your apartment rent gonna go up, your mortgage gonna go up. It's crazy, man. So it's like a game, man. They kind of like manipulate. Because back in the day, when I was growing up, y'all were older, a little bit older than me. So I was like, listen to music. Y'all listen to. Think about the music. Remember, heal yourself, heal yourself. You got that positive
Yeah,
music.
yeah. Yep.
What do you have today to replace that? Nothing. You had Easy E. We all in the same game. That
Yeah.
like that's that song. You don't even have that right now, bro. So the positive music you got is Megan Thee Stallion doing her thing. Now I'm gonna go deep to the election where okay, in the election I was open minded to both candidates, but come on now, why you got Megan Thee Stallion twerking? Oh, this to appeal to the black voters. That's not black culture, black whatever. It's just that we accept whatever they feed us.
Yeah.
It's a hard
Mhm.
manipulation, man. And then the young generation that was trapped. As we get the older guys, we look at it like, damn, we really it's hard to get to it. You can't talk to some of the young guys and bring them up because the parents are the same age as they are, bringing them up, and the manipulation is just real, man. We just easily allow something to manipulate and allow people to speak for us that's getting paid for by the people. And I'll go deep. The teams like Nike, these contracts, BlackRock and Vanguard own those companies. So you know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
I think the dude, I forgot the dude name, Mark Fink or whatever his name, the owner of BlackRock. So if you go against the grind, your Nike contract gonna be gone. Look at Kanye. If you go to Kanye
Mhm.
and look at the endorsements he lost, please go back and the shares and the companies who own them and the shares that's invested. These are the same companies, man. But people don't want to go that deep. They just see Adidas and Nike. But if you look at who own these companies, they own the same people own the prisons, same people own the record industry, and they just take us, most of us, in the loop.
Yeah. What you got? What you got, Al?
Hey, let me ask you brothers a question, man, because I really want y'all opinion on this because Jonathan just hit on it a little bit. If we go back 20 years, right? A little over 20 years, bro. You had black people owning fashion, as far as hip hop fashion. Anichi, Rockaware, even the little Gumpster, you know what I'm saying? Bad Boy, they had their clothing. Bro, where did we go from black people, like everywhere you look, we used to see those type of apparel, right? Where did we go where all of a sudden everybody, broke people, want to wear Gucci?
We good today. Yeah,
I think he got cut off.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
So
I gotta take that. He came in twice. He probably gotta come back in. But go ahead, go ahead, Al.
No, well, we can start with you, Marcus, bro. Like, what's your opinion on that?
What was that? Recap that last question again because I lost the continuity
It,
when you went out.
yeah, basically what I'm saying is, at one point in time, bro, we had what they used to call urban wear, right?
Right.
Where you had all the name brands that I stated, and then all of a sudden that shift with the little Waynes now, with the little dresses and purses and shit, to Gucci, Fendi, Louis Vuitton. All of a sudden, a street cat out here wearing a Gucci belt or a fake Gucci shirt or whatever it was, fake or real. Where did we go from that extreme to this extreme, bro? Like, it was that intentional.
I think if you think about it, it's if you remember what I said about how we are being effeminated in our community or demasculated, whichever word. I'm not an English scholar. Um, a lot of that has to do with certain agendas that are out there, and it's just my eye test. It's just my eye test as far as what I see. Like there's you have Louis Vuitton, you have Gucci. Those are fine. And then you have What's up, dude? And then you have the urban wares.
Mhm.
And if you step out of line and do something that's not conducive to the black community, if you can be in the black community, if you are vocal regarding the black community,
Yeah.
then there's grounds to be canceled.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Take for instance, this hat that I got on. This is not a shameless plug because the clothing line is not even underway right now. This is called Black is Drip. This is a clothing line that me and my late wife started for my 4 children. The bio for it was we came up with this clothing line during the George Floyd saga when he was murdered. And the bio was we wanted to come up with an urban wear line where children can wear their hoodies and embrace their culture and prove that we could be business owners and prove that we're not thugs. We're not going to just knock you over the head. We're not that way. But we've gone from that to when dresses, or just because it got a fashion emblem on it,
Yeah.
or we do these things and it's trendy. If you do it, see,
Mhm.
it's all about the brand.
You know
It's
what?
all about if you got a social media page with 1 million followers,
Mm.
then that's going to get you. If you wear this dress, if you wear something that what's his name? Cause I'm happy. What's the guy name?
For
Uh,
real, for real.
For real. If
Yep.
you dress like that, then okay, that's okay. He's evolved to acceptance of these new agendas. Boom, that's another million likes. It's the brand that's become the social conscious now. It's not the man. It's not the structure that has been ordained that had much value. It's the brand now. We can look this way, and if you got 1 million followers, that's the value of it now, and that deprioritizes the community and the construct of what we once were.
mhm.
Because we look a certain way, but what we're wearing now is a symbol of the value is not being there,
But you know what
and
that is?
it's crazy.
You know what that is? I'm gonna get deep on you right quick. That's called depopulation. That's called black people represent what 13-4% of the population here. So think about this, right? You got crime in black communities, right? That keep those numbers down. Now you're telling us not to reproduce. So the dresses, the skinny jeans, you got like that lifestyle is like pushed hard into our communities where it's like wide open right now.
Mhm.
Depopulation, everybody in general, black, white, Hispanics, whatever, but especially the black population, because we're strong, but we're looked at because we're easy to manipulate, especially the younger generation. Man, just put it on TV and social media, they go eat it up. Like, for example, Black is Drip. It's a nice brand, right? But how many of our people gonna support it? If you take
Right,
Black is Drip back in the 80s and 90s, bro, you with Fubu them, you with all them. You know, that's power.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
we went away from Fubu and Rockaway, all them brands, because you making so much money. You got to go with the other brands, the Gucci and all that other stuff that's
right,
not by us. So we train this generation now that you got money if you're rocking this Gucci purse or you're watching this Louis Vuitton or whatever that costs so much money.
Mhm.
But Black is real. Why we can't support that like we do Fubu? Because we've been so manipulated and brainwashed.
Right.
Unity is like on the downfall. Now we talking about dresses and everything. So people who wear dresses is going to be attracted to the same sex. So now we can't reproduce in our community. And dude, it's
Mhm.
just outrageous. Now we living in poverty because going back to George Floyd incident. I worked the riots. Man, I'm like a lot of black businesses and it wasn't black businesses did. They left and went to more diverse areas because this black man sat outside the store and told this guy that was looting, like messing stuff, like, man, we all in the same game. Like, why you mess up my store? I don't give a F. So guess what? That black man that paid taxes where I was at, and a couple other businesses left. So now when people get these high tax bills, it's because, man, the way we march and everything, we got the wrong agenda. Like we hit stores, get free liquor, we shooting, we doing this, we causing violence amongst each other, man. It's bad. Think about the gardens. Let's go back to the gardens back in the 80s. When I was growing up, gardens wasn't crime infested. I hung out with y'all and played strike 'em out. We had the crate courts. I was playing with y'all in the crate courts. But nobody worried about nobody come around the corner. Bootsy James, you stayed on the corner. So the crates is right by the crib. You know what I'm saying? We was down there playing Nintendo or doing other stuff, man. Like we were doing watch y'all play baseball. it was something that was there then that we don't have now. And if you see how the media push things, man, they just manipulate. Because black people, to me, back in those days, was strong. Like it wasn't no crime in the gardens like that. It was fist fights. That was it. You wasn't nobody down like that.
Well, the thing is, what happens is, and that goes with Fubu, Rockaware, and I think Alan, you probably alluded on this, that sometimes those companies, those big companies, are buy them out. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And then it'll wipe out, because you don't hear about Fubu. None of those urban brand that you mentioned exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? To get the guys to beef against
Mm-hmm.
each other, Rockaware, or what's the State Property? It was a whole gang of urban wear.
Yep.
You get them to beef against each other. It wipes out. It divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? We go wipe them out. We go have them to wear
Mm-hmm.
our stuff. Now I ain't wearing Rockaware or Sean John no more. You're wearing the Gucci's and all this stuff that Kanye be naming, and I don't know what the hell he talking about. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
if he say it, I gotta get some of that. Or if you don't get it, you gonna get the fake stuff, but you still want to represent those people gear. And it's not urban. It's not urban at all. Nothing urban about wearing a goddamn dress if you're a guy.
Hey,
It's just my opinion.
go look up
Hey,
the
hey,
stuff.
let me say something, because we gonna throw it to boutique. But let me say it like this here, bro. Those brands don't even want black people wearing their shit. They don't even want, because if you think about it, the real Gucci costing X amount of dollars, right? That's for the ultra rich. So an ultra rich person see a little rapper motherfucker running around with some Gucci belt or a Gucci shirt. That to them is minimizing the what's the word I'm looking for? It's minimizing, you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah,
value
they
of
brand.
that particular
Hmm.
clothing.
Mm,
You see what I'm saying? So they don't even the Gucci, they don't even want black people wearing it. And if you remember, you had people going into Gucci stores, rappers,
mhm.
getting treated like, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying, peasant.
yeah.
But I ain't gonna over talk it. But hey, Bootsy, what's your opinion on it, bro? Because you just coming back in.
Yeah, man. So no, that's 100% right. But then also that again speaks to um the social engineering that these celebrities are used for. They're tools of social engineering. So,
Right.
like you said, just think about it. For example, when who was drinking Patron before Usher said it in the song?
Yep.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Who was really talking about it? who
Yep.
you know who was talking about getting all this stuff Gucci and all these other, and I hate keep using the name, but these
Yeah.
name brands, these French name brands and all these different name brand companies, um without these rappers telling us, hey, this is what makes you valuable.
right.
This is what measures your value is in you wearing these things. But the truth is, the value is in who you are as a person. It's not what you wear.
Hmm.
You're supposed to make the brand. The brand not supposed to make you.
Yeah.
So, we too often get caught up in wanting to look and feel, valuable, because a lot of us, quite honestly, don't feel valuable internally.
Mm,
So our value is placed on the outside things opposed to the things that's internal. The things that truly makes you, who you are as a person, as a man or as a woman. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to get away from. But also, that's when you have to be able to recognize when someone is pushing you towards something.
yeah.
We have to learn to recognize the play. You know
And
what
that,
I'm saying? We got to learn to
Yeah.
recognize, like, okay, so I see this is the new move. Like I was bringing up with the sports gambling thing. This is the new move. This is the move to push us towards something. So, you get people, rappers like Jim Jones and what have you. They go in these stores, get mistreated, say a little thing about it, but yet the next time you see them, they draped in it. Does that speak
Right.
of ignorance? Does that speak of Stockholm syndrome, where
Yeah.
you almost feel sympathy and love for your oppressor, or or does that just speak of you feel you're in such a low place, as far as your value and what you think, what your value is, that you still have to wear these things to make you feel good as a person.
That's
You know
true.
what's crazy? You know what's crazy though? I mean, because we were back in the day when we was coming up, we'll respect a Muslim with a suit on more than a guy with, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that had a suit. It was like, but we can't uphold that. We can't wear that we I ain't gonna say we can't wear that every day, but we weren't brought up to wear that every day. So it's kind of and I think that's why a lot of people emulate a lot of things they see on TV because they see it and they feel like this is us. This is more us than
Mm-hmm.
us wearing a suit or whatever. And that's why you go to church now, people wearing jeans and stuff like that. I mean, and I want to ask you, Marcus. I mean, because you're a pastor. I mean, is it why did that change?
Um,
I say come as you are now. I mean, so people started taking come as you are, and they ran with it, and they came as they were, like the bosoms out of their thing.
but first off, I'll give anybody all I own, which is not much, if they can find anywhere in the Bible where it says "Come as you are." That was made for people to actually show lack of reverence for the house of God and to do what they want to do or wear what they want to wear. And it's great. It's good that you brought up the Muslims wearing suits. Uh, when the Nation of Islam, when they wore that, it was symbolic to one word: distinguish. To distinguish themselves from what the construct or what uh, looked like was indecent.
Mhm.
This was their uniform. We look a certain way. Principles, values, scruples, all those things went into that suit. But when we look a certain way, when we look princely, when we look royal, there are other people that say, no, we can't have this. Just like Black Wall Street got bombed, all that. We can't have progress. We can't have growth. So what do? Like James said, they give us gambling. They give us celebrities to tell you what to do. They give us all these things, and it continues to saturate our community. And so having a suit with a bow tie is no longer a symbol of being distinguished. It becomes a symbol of, man, that dude's selling bean pies.
Yeah,
That's what they reduce it to.
degrading, like
Instead of
degraded.
degrading it now. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? That we should bring that stuff into our home.
Right.
Which is the same thing how people, you have some pastors in church say, hey, this is the dress code. No jeans on the pulpit. No, it's not that you're going to hell if you wear jeans. It's a dress code. That's all. The dress code is put in place to show reference for a particular entity. For instance, you can't come to my job and work behind the desk in a jogging suit.
Right.
You can't, Jonathan. You don't go to work and put on shorts and
You
a, and a,
probably do.
and a windbreaker. You can't do that unless you got dude from Reno 911.
But
I
but
mean,
no, you're right, Marcus. It speaks to professionalism, and it speaks
Yeah,
to being well trained.
exactly,
For
exactly.
example, if you took your car to a mechanic and he was in a regular t-shirt and some jogging pants and some gym shoes, and you took your car to that guy, and then you also had this guy to take your car to who was in a full mechanic uniform. The name of the company was on his shirt. His name was on his shirt. Who is the person you would trust with repairing your car more?
Right.
And it's not because the guy in the uniform is more trained or even know better, but he looks professional. He looks trained. He
Mhm.
looks like he know what he's doing. And that's the whole reason why, like, for example, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had the Nation of Islam, the Fruit of Islam, wear suits because you were to look more like you, like Marcus said, to be distinguished, to be courteous and respectful and respected. So
Right.
those things matter, and that's why dress code. And for example, like the church, for example, like you were saying, that's why it mattered how you dressed and how you clothed yourself for church. I'm gonna say this one thing about church also, what people has lost with our church. The most revolutionary place in the black community used to be the church. all of our top riders, all of our fighters, all of our warriors come from the church. From Nat Turner to Dr. King,
Mhm.
all of them. Our one of the first things that the other side used to do was bomb our churches first because
Mm.
that was the home of our revolutionaries.
Mm.
And we've went away from that. That now, you know, it's a lot of people view the church as an opportunity zone per se. Whereas when you went to our churches, instead of it being used as a pulpit for some janky politician's place where they get endorsements from the pastor, no, that pastor would bring that politician in and would go through a gambit of things and saying, hey, what are you going to do for my community?
Mm-hmm.
Those were our revolutionaries, the people in the church. And that's one of the things I think that we've lost with our church. And I can say this is one of the things, like with you, Marcus, I'm really proud of with you, because you still carry that banner of being, a man of your community and of the people and being a revolutionary from that standpoint. It's things you willing to talk about that other people won't even touch.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank
Definitely.
you, man. Thank you. I
Hey,
appreciate it.
I'm
Because
a,
now one of the revolutionaries now is Jay-Z. We look to him because why? Then the NFL placed him as the head of music. So let's look to Jay-Z. We,
Yeah.
we, we come out of the places that had a ton of moral value in it and people behind it. So I like Jay-Z, but Jay-Z is doing what people tell him to do. Oh, let's get Patti LaBelle to sing the national anthem and everything is all right. We forget all about Colin Kaepernick.
he paid for it. Hey, look who own the NFL, who run the NFL. I told you, you go back to them same companies. If I'll get a chance, go down a rabbit hole, look up. I always said it: BlackRock, Vanguard, Rockefeller family, Rothschild. You look
Hmm.
all that stuff up. You go deep. We all being bought. But I'm gonna go. Some Frank said something in the comments. Said whenever he was wearing pro wings and Spalding, he got picked on, and it's just material you can't take with you when you die. Like, you know me, bro. I get a pedicure come out my damn toes out. Like, I don't be caring. Like, I,
Yeah.
I'm an age where I don't. I get a pedicure, man. I'm chilling, man. Like, straight up. Like, I ain't buying all that name brand stuff. Like, I don't really believe in none of that at all, man.
Mm.
Like, I don't believe it at all. But I say this though, because Al, you said, I'm gonna go back before I comment on. You said they don't want black people wearing their stuff. And I'm gonna say this though, they do because the black dollar get recycled. It don't get recycled in the black community. It goes right back in their pockets. So they make the stuff.
Hmm.
And man, if you ever look it up, I don't know numbers right now. I'm gonna have to look it up. I had them somewhere, and I was looking for it while y'all was talking. If you look at how much money the black people spend in those name brand, man, it's gonna make you like,
Hmm.
dang, it's crazy. And that's where they put us, like I think Bootsy said earlier, for like the gamblers. So they put us as the face, so it makes it like it's okay. But if you look at
Hmm.
you go deep, bro, into those name brands, man, those same companies run like Nike, for example. Nike is ran by, I don't even want to say it because they cut off from the show, but Nike is ran by those companies I named. I'll just say BlackRock and
Hmm.
Vanguard, just see one of those companies, right? So when you look at you go back, I told you before, you go back to Colin Kaepernick, he had the afro, he had the fish, right? And people was riding with the nil. But man, he ain't nil for black, he nil for the money. It wasn't for black people and all this stuff. He had the afro, he had the market. Look at his Netflix thing and look who ran that. Look who made money off that. Like, you gotta look, the same people who was running Nike, they think of money. We thinking like, oh, he had that for the people. Colin Kaepernick got a contract and wasn't even with an NFL team. Nike gave him a contract, he went an NFL team. Why did Nike do that? Look who run Nike. So they play these games with us mentally and send us on this roller coaster. Like, we fight, and yeah, man, they don't care. They making money. That's how it
Yeah.
is. And look at some church pastors, man. I just started. I went to a new church this past Sunday. It's hard for me to go to some of these churches because some church pastors are in the game too, where they into politics. No, they've been giving money and they've been pushing the agenda. Look, we're doing COVID. What was going on, man? Like, I don't want to go into details because with the church, because they cut me off a few times. But man, some pastors didn't. Some pastors still have them doors open. And then what they do, they make it like, oh, the numbers increasing and this black church open at 60 people got sick. Some people died. Come on, man. No, it didn't. I know a few churches that was open and people was fine, but we playing the games with them. We play with them, And oh yeah, I'm sick. Man, come on, man. We got some of the strongest people out here, and especially y'all generation of the mind. But as generations increase, man, like as generations go on, and we done, the ones coming up behind us is like the most easy to manipulate. I mean, easy, bro. You can go back in the 80s and 90s, man. When y'all was growing up, it was strong. It wasn't no manipulation really. But as we fading away, bro, like the young generation, man, they just out there and they easy to manipulate. Like think about how many young people you see in church right now. I've been in a few churches. You don't see
Yeah.
too many young folks in churches. It's the our age and even older. Man, when they fade away, guess what's gonna fade away with? When our generation's gone. The black church. Ain't gonna be no black
Right.
church, bro. It's all in name and it goes deep. Ain't about to be no more black churches. It's gonna
Well,
be
because they defended, like I said, they defended a lot of stuff that we like probably just looked up to. Like they say, church for the money. It's either for the money or pastors doing this to the church. They sleeping with this person. It gets messy. They make it like it's messy in church. Not saying it's not, but they make it and they broaden it like y'all want to go to church, but this is going on. This going on in church too. So people swear away from it. You know what I mean? So, and I said because I'm not a church. I'm one of the church guy. I went to church a few times, but I'm not a church guy. But I just think that a lot of stuff that's happening. Like who was the guy with Puffy? What's that pastor name?
Mink Mink is it? Damn,
I'm
I
trying to
can't
make it.
not Mink.
What do you do?
The dude said you
TD
want to be
Jakes.
swallowed. You know what I'm saying?
Jakes, I think it's Jakes, whatever the
What do you
name
say?
is.
Yeah.
Somebody,
TD
have you
Jakes.
ever been swallowed?
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. He
I said,
Yeah.
he's crazy. I'll go ahead, Al.
let me because I don't want to, because we got a real brother right here that's a pastor, bro. So I don't want you to think we dumping on Christianity, but Christianity since the 80s, bro, when Farwell and all those white guys, you know what I'm saying, change it from, ministry to prosperity, pimping, you know what I'm saying? They change it to pimping. I know we don't like to use those terms when we talk about religion, but these are real hustlers. You see what I'm saying? The ones that the pimp game died in the 70s. So a lot of these preachers, you know what I'm saying? They figured out a way that, if they monetize, especially women, see, it's hard to get a man, you know what I'm saying? You could sell salvation to a woman, but
Mm.
what I'm really trying to say is, bro, it's a business.
Mhm.
It's hustlers, bro. Like you, if you a man of God, bro, like God don't got no. You know how you been go to the bank and you put your little shoot in the in the drive through and the
Mhm.
shoot to the to the
Yeah.
people in the bank. God don't got that. So you talking about God needs some money? How you gonna get it to him? I'm
Hey,
you
no,
get
hey,
it, bro. Like it's a hustle game, bro. And most of us men. So if your church, right, when you start your church, brother Mark, I'm quite sure it's gonna be more teaching opposed to preaching.
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe that's just my word. You get it? Like when brothers like your age become ministers, bro. Like that shit is for real. It ain't no hustle game. But the old cats, bro, they pimps. They just don't call them that no more, bro.
Yeah.
hey,
No, I would say, um, first of all, I agree with you. I use those words too. That's what they are. They're pimps.
Right.
Um, but they're so articulate and they're
Yeah.
so charismatic that they would miss.
Pimp.
They'll use the scriptures to convict you, and with that
Mhm.
same conviction, you go in your pocketbook and then you give. And they say, "Oh, the man of God, he's the man of God. He's God's man." But they've gotten to the point where they have manipulated the word to mean that you're not doing what you're supposed to do if you don't give to their empire.
Mm.
And you give with a cheerful heart. You give uh, out of love. You give what you can give. But people don't understand that because they're cunned by wolves in sheep's clothing. So I teach a
That's it.
lot against that. Um, uh, Everything these pastors say now on social media is followed up by a cash app at the bottom
Mhm.
or a Zelle. All these things because they sound really good. because it's
Right.
designed to get in your purse. But no, a lot of it is pimping, a lot of it is hustling, a
Mhm.
lot of it is hustling.
Mhm.
They don't care about God's word because people don't want to hear God's word. They don't. They don't want to because people want to live how they want to live. They
Mhm.
live by ideals and philosophy. They don't want to live
Mhm.
how according to God's word. So Christianity has gotten to the point where it's the WWE. It's not even real. It's fake
Mhm.
because we've monetized it. It's not what God's word is. And we know that the love of money is due to all evil. And that disguises what the intent of God's word actually was made for. And that is to walk up righteously and to live for God. But we can't see that now. So everybody says, man, Christianity is this and that. Because we've diluted it, we muddled it up, and nobody cares for it now because of the pimp game. So
Yeah.
you are 100% right, Alan. It is pimping, and I don't mince my words when I say it. I say it a lot. If you read some of my think pieces on my page, that's exactly what I call them, pimps.
Yeah. Yeah.
CDT.
Hey, we're gonna go to you, Johnny. But let me just say, because BB saying it's called offering. Listen, this is not a criticism to the Christian faith and how it operates, but we talking about real true hustlers. And we AGs and hustlers. We know hustlers when we see them.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? We know, bro, like you got a fucking Lamborghini, you got a jet. Come on, you have to be actually really really drinking the tea. You know what I'm saying? The Kool-Aid to believe that your pastor need a jet if you catch it.
Hey, I
But it
see.
ain't. I just want to make it clear. This is not a criticism of the Christian faith.
Right.
It's the hustlers and pimps. You
What's
know
going
what I'm
on?
saying? That went from doing the shit on the streets and they figure out a way to do it in the pulpit, and they don't even get taxed.
Right.
That's a cold game.
Hey,
Go ahead, John.
for the truth,
Cold
sometimes,
game.
but I'm gonna go back to TD Jakes, man. TD Jakes promotes feminism, which divides the black family. And I know this from experience. Little story, I had saw this woman's TV this week going back, and I'm like, I've looked on the YouTube thing, and it's like TD Jakes, and they like, yeah, and she's proud, I'm proud feminist and everything. And you listen to him talk, he pretty much says like everything the woman says is right and the black man is wrong. But then that's when he started being affiliated with Puffy. And it all made sense then
Right.
what the thing is
Right.
do. This thing is called an agenda. So going to what you said, Marcus, doing the agenda, people take God's word and manipulate it to fit whatever is going on.
Hmm.
So the Bible could say this, and it clearly says what it says, but they go take it and believe it says this, but I'm gonna do this. You have people that's so caught in the word, they with the word, they acting with the word, but they on social media get toe up in the club and like drunk. I'm like, man, this ain't equivalent right here. What is going on? You know what I'm saying? So it's like this world, this country, especially religion, especially Christianity, they don't want it to be a big thing. They want you to believe that they want you to worship the devil. So they put this devil stuff on TV because, like I say, we easy to manipulate. All you got about on TV is a devil. Devil is like Lil Nas X, for example. You see these performances. Beyonce was alter ego. These are all devilish things. These are all warships. You got to look beyond it. People go to this Beyonce, and that's the worst Beyonce concerts because everybody go to Beyonce concerts and be like dressed up for it and everything.
Yeah.
But you, Sasha Fierce, come on, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got to go down a rabbit hole and actually look at what you are viewing. She makes good music, but her music, if you just pay attention, what's going on with Jay Z, with child molestation, how they all affiliated, man. We get so dumbfounded about things because the media put this in our face, and we chose not to look the other way and look at the facts, man. It's like so much brought together, like this devil thing. If you look at I can't think of that lady name on the West Coast, that artist, Doja Cat, Turn the Town Red. What is she talking about? Like people play this music, Turn Town Red. The devil is the devil. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It ain't just black folks. It touches every culture because it's all about worship the devil, doing this, depopulation, man. It goes real big. If you go to Africa, right? Going back to why did you think Bill Gates went from computers to medicine to the whole thing? Why did he do that? He ain't no damn science. He don't know nothing about the hell what's going on, but he got money to play with to go to Africa. And I don't even want to bring. They're gonna tell me they're gonna cut me off because they did that last time. But those who know, they know what Africa did. But people be like, "Oh, that's a myth." You know what people do, y'all? They fact check, right? If you ever go to fact check engines, see who runs fact check. It's the same damn companies, BlackRock
Right.
and Vanguard. It's money laundering. You won't see BlackRock and Vanguard. You see this company funds it, and you gotta look at who fund that company. Then look at who fund that company, and you'll see those same companies, man, that's ran by who Kanye West talk about. Because I ain't gonna say the name because he got cut off. I ain't gonna get your show cut off. But Kanye West be talking nuts. But if you listen to him talk, he was talking about some facts. He mentioned George Soros. If you look at what these guys put their money towards, they put a lot of money in the black community indirectly. The prisons that we get locked up in, that black people get locked up in from the rap gang, they run those too. And they run a McDonald's. All right, black boy, come in here. You working for McDonald's making $2 an hour in prison. So we're gonna get that cheap labor because we're gonna feed the black communities where most of McDonald's is at, and everybody else gonna come by. So it's like a circulation of your money. So they put the rap game out there. They got the black people performing, doing all the devil things. They entice the riots and everything. So you block the black people up. Then they become slaves. This is slavery right here. They become slaves. So they do the Starbucks, Burger King, McDonald's, Walmart, Sam's Club, all that. They doing the labor for all of them, getting paid $1, $2 an hour until they get out. And now you can't get a job. The little money you get, guess what they gonna do? They buy them a name, brand, things again. So it's a circulation of money. It's a game. And the same people that run the restaurants, prison system, the entertainment industry, bro, you gotta look at those shows. Power. I don't know if y'all look at the last Power. What's the one? Raising Canaan. I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all seen that one.
Not at all. Not at all.
If you look at Power Raising Canaan, the music industry, Google
They
who
watch that shit.
the guy who run that
They
company
do it.
is affiliated with the same people I'm talking about. It's crazy, man. They put all
Yeah.
this stuff in the movies. If y'all pay attention, look at these shows, man, they tell you what's going on, what's happening with everything. Even the churches, if you look at the same shows, like I look at the Shy, you got some good pastors out there. They loyal. They about the word, man. You got some pastors that's using the
Yeah.
word, like Marcus say.
You know what? And I don't think Kanye is crazy. I think a lot of people don't know what. I think a lot of people Kanye talk over people's head. We don't know his people that he knows, so he's talking over our heads. So people are like, oh man, he don't know what he's talking about. Kanye know what he's talking about. It's just over our heads, so we can't get what he's talking about. He's not talking our language. Go ahead, Marcus.
I just wanted to go back a little bit to the TD Jakes things. I stand on the wall for a lot of the Christian faith because that's what I am. That's what I represent. People say, well, you shouldn't say certain things about pastors or guys like TD Jakes. But when you're contrary, and this is speaking to the demasculation of the black man. That's what I'm talking about. When you go contrary to God's word, which is that's the Bible. That's why I stand on. You can even YouTube this. TD Jakes was asked what he thought about the gay community,
Yeah.
and
I seen that.
his words, literally and verbatim, was, "We're evolving." This is what he said. Now, this is not an attack on gay people. I don't care what you are. I go to lunch with gay people on my job all the time, friends, whatever. But I stand on God's word. And last I checked, God's word says His word shall stand forever. The word doesn't evolve. So it gets back to, you evolve out of philosophy. And what you do out of philosophy is for money. I'm going to make everybody comfortable. You can live according to what I say, not what God's word say. Live according to what I say, and I'm gonna make you feel comfortable. If I make you feel comfortable, then you're gonna give to me, Alan. That's the pimp game. That's the pimp game.
Yeah.
You can
Well,
say
that's the
this, you
pimp
can wear
game.
this, you can do what you want, which is contrary to God's word. So it's all the pimp game. How are you evolving? Well, it's acceptable now. That's there's not a 67th book in the Bible that says, okay, this is okay now. The word can't
Right.
contradict itself. So I just wanted to throw that in there about TD Jakes. The man said we're evolving. It's
Right.
crazy.
And you know something, man, because it's all theatrics. The man laid up here, and what's the brother that we were talking about early, man?
Puffy.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Okay.
Tyler
Yeah.
Perry.
Oh,
Tyler
Tyler
Perry.
Perry.
Tyler
Yeah.
Perry on a Sunday put his hand on this man's head, and guess if you go back and
He
watch,
laid
this is
hands
how
on
you
him.
know it's theatrics, right?
He
This shit
laid
is
hands on him.
it's in your face, but if you got faith, you see it a different way. They already rehearsed it. They got the guys in the back finna catch him. So if it was natural and you put your hands on motherfucker, how motherfucker know you finna fall out?
He
How
gave him
you
$1
know
million, Alan.
this all even put?
He gave him $1 million. He gave $1 million
Say it
that
again.
offer. He gave $1 million that offering.
Yeah,
Pay to play. That's all. It's
right.
pay to play. It's a photo op. I'll give you $1 million.
Bro,
Let me
that's
lay
hey,
my hands
bro.
on you. Yeah.
So, but think about it like this, bro. Not to knock Tyler Perry. Like I'm like you, I don't watch his movies, but I still want the brother to succeed because he drawing in well for black actors and shit like that. But bro, the man do not got divine power, bro. He can't put his hands on a man of God, a preacher, and the preacher that's supposed to be the real man of God. He fall out, bro. Bro, he fucking. They did it on TV in our face, bro.
You're right.
Hey, you know
He
what?
caught the Holy Ghost.
People,
Crazy, man.
people,
And like I said, I gotta do the disclaimer. This is not an attack on the Christian faith. It's only on the hustlers,
Yeah.
on the G's and hustlers of the church world.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a few minutes we want to go because I know you, like I said, I know you guys got some
Wait a minute.
duties to do.
Let me address this. Just like Alan said earlier, this person said, "Now y'all judging people."
That's
I that's who?
BB.
Maybe okay. I just want to say it's not judging. What we're saying is it's a recall, and
Right.
when you point out wrongdoing, or if you don't point out wrongdoing, then it continues to fester in our community. Those people
Mm-hmm.
have to be called out. Paul said it in the scriptures to call out those. Paul actually said, "Now we take judge not lest ye be judged," and we misconstrue it. But Paul says to judge those that are in the church. He literally said, "Judge those that are in the church," because they have to have accountability. There's no way in the world that a bishop should let a man who is not a clergyman or not of the faith lay hands on him. That's a
That's
fact that he
crazy.
did. We didn't judge it.
Yeah.
We called it.
Yeah.
Now, judgment is Tyler Perry did that. Tyler Perry should be put in jail. Tyler Perry should go to hell. We didn't say that. We recalled
Right.
what he did, and it is our opinion that is the opposite of what should be done, because that was pay to play. He gave $1 million in the offering, and so okay, you can come up on stage. He wouldn't have let you come up on stage to lay hands on him. You don't
Right.
have $1 million to give him.
$5. I got $5.
$5. Let's just take this man outside. He got $5. We call it as it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a fact.
Hey man, hey, the thing is, and I ain't gonna lie. So my wife, I was refused. Like I read the Bible and everything. Now for a minute, I was refused to go to church, and she wanted to go to church. I'm like, fine, we give a church a try. So we went this past Sunday, and I want to be like, I ain't gonna lie. I came in there, I didn't have no tie. I had on like some slacks and a polo. I was overdressed. I was overdressed. Like I was like, hell is this? What she wears a club? So I'm not judging because they say I know some people can't afford to do certain things, but when you can afford to wear Gucci in the church, you can afford to come presentable, if you know what I mean. And I'm not judging. I go to church to get away from that judgmental because this is once upon a time I went to church and my ears pierced when I was younger. They told me to take it out, and I ain't like that. Like, how the hell you gonna tell me to take out something when I'm not hearing in church? But I'm younger. Being older, I don't even think about wearing earrings or whatever. It's nothing. But you come to church, man, as long as you got faith in the word, have respect for yourself, that's all that matters. Faith. Because some people say, yeah, I got faith, but their actions go about differently, and they the one that's being the most
Mhm.
judgmental. So I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
read the Bible. I read I read the Bible, man. You read the Bible, like I'm on Genesis right now. You read it, man. A lot of stuff that's in the Bible is what's going on right now, man. It's so powerful. It makes you think, like, wow. You read, and if you read the Bible and you get tuned in, it when you go out in this world, man, you be like, dang, like this is going on. This is what, like, I think who was it? Marcus Paul, the one that Paul was the one that he was killing people, right? And God chose him to preach the gospel, right? Was it Paul or Peter? Paul.
David,
It was
David
David.
killed. Yeah, when you say he was killing people, meaning he Moses killed a man, David killed a man, and God still used them to
God
preach.
used him. I thought it was Paul too, and Luke, wasn't it? And Luke.
Yeah, could have been Paul. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Paul.
him Paul,
Yeah.
right? So like God, of course, God, the judgment, despite those guys and what they were doing, God still chose them to do what they do. So man, when I go, man, I just read, man. I just try to like, I got faith. Like that's why I don't worry about nothing. I don't watch the news, man. I don't do none of that, man. Like I just be chilling.
That,
Like
the news actually that's the poison right there. I mean, because my mom's watched CNN faithfully, and she be worried. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't control that. Whatever's going
Right.
on with Trump doing or whatever, you can't control none of that. You know what I'm saying? But she gets scared about it, and she's in her house all day. But she watched
Mhm.
CNN. CNN will scare you to death. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
oh yeah, they will.
And I tell her, she's like, did you see something? I'm like, nah, I don't watch the news. Oh, you don't watch the news? I'm like,
Mhm.
nah, because I mean, I live day by day. That life, what they doing over there, if it affect me, I wait till it affect me. Some things I look at and I say, okay, I see what's going on or whatever. You be alert for it, but I'm not about to just dig up into it and like what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, because you can't control what's going on in the world that they playing in. You just got to play it to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? How to
Mhm.
make it. You got to make it some kind of way. But listen to CNN, you ain't gonna make it. I'm telling you, because CNN, it have you going. It will have you going.
Real quick, thanks. I think Azalea. I
Oh
think her name
yeah,
is. Yeah,
yeah,
she Saul turned to Paul, right? That was in Luke's Luke chapter. So yeah, thanks for the correction on
Yeah,
that.
that was when he was known as Saul.
That's Saul.
He
Saul.
was known as Saul. He
Saul.
actually persecuted
Mhm.
Christians himself.
Right. Exactly. That's what it was. I was trying
Yeah,
to get to
and
that.
then when God restored him, he was known as Paul, and then he began to preach what the very Christians he stoned. He began to preach them. But
I'm up here pronouncing Saul like Saul, like the Mexicans.
Mhm.
Saul.
Right.
it was a lot of it was some things. It was some things. It was some things that we wanted to get into. Like I said, it was some more things we wanted to get into. Like I said, no, Marcus, you got things you got to do. You got to get the dinner ready. You know what I'm saying? And no, Al, you need to rest up. Um,
Mhm.
I did wanted to talk about the R. Kelly thing just for a second, though. I mean, the stuff that's going on with him, the conspiracy of him saying that they got a plot to kill him in jail, got overdosed in jail, and all that stuff. I'm we're going back to the industry. I really don't want to go back to that, but like 'cause these are the hot topics that's going on social media that I know people probably want to, get a little feel for what's going on if they don't know what's going on. Because I know Mark, you said some of the stuff you don't even know what's going on. So um, and like I said, I don't want to get too deep up into it, but because I wanted to talk about ice and all that stuff. But like I said, we gotta do another show on this stuff. You
I
know
want
what
to
I'm
talk
yeah,
before we go. I want to talk about the ice because I do want to point something out that they say a lot of people not marching, whatever. But I'll wait till we get to that. But I do want to say something about ice before we go. I do want to say something, explain to people
Go ahead.
like in depth. So, but because I ain't want to take away from the R. Kelly thing. So the ice, the people out here marching, right? So let's rewind. And I don't care about who president or whatever. I don't care about none of that. But the borders were open, right? Millions of people were came over to the border, and I experienced it personally. I told y'all in the last podcast where I was literally fighting some Venezuelans who came from prison, came over here. I was literally fighting them at work where they trying to disarm officers and everything, right? So his borders open. These same Venezuelans and people that came over in Chicago, you remember a lot of black families' lease were not renewed because landlords got paid to put some of these immigrants in their apartments and they got paid extra money. So they displaced a lot of black families. They took over park districts where kids played and everything, right? So let me tell you how they manipulate us. Black people forget about that, right? We so in outward right now what's going on. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong. But the thing is, there has to be order. And it's sad what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but there has to be order. We haven't had our borders been open, and crime has been committed in the black communities and in the Hispanic communities with these guys coming over. Not only that, we're susceptible to attacks right now. If you pay attention to
Hmm.
what's going on while all these marches, you got to go behind the scenes because they always trying to distract you. So World War III, you
Right.
got Iran threatening to shoot missiles and everything, and all that's going on. But how we don't know
Hmm.
who's over here? They probably already setting us shot.
Right.
And y'all be careful when y'all go out because Chicago, New York, LA, these big cities, it's prone to be attacked. Somebody's over here because those borders were wide open. And then what kills me is people make comments like, oh, I don't care about Harris or Trump, but they make comment we should have had Harris in here. The reason that we have issues with black people is getting moved out, man. I mean, people from Chicago, y'all seen it, and y'all, I know people. They came and took up apartment buildings, and landlords like, oh, not renewing your lease. Black families had it hard, and they spent so much money. Look at money spent on immigration in New York, Chicago, and LA. I think
Hmm.
Philly, they spend billions of dollars right on immigration. All this coming in here. There have been homeless people here before the immigration got here, especially homeless black people. Why the hell can you spend that much money on black people who are already here homeless and kids that were not eating? But it's the reason that they gave these immigrations housing and made all this money and billions were spent. You didn't have money before. Chicago was in the red. Wasn't money before, but somehow we got billions of dollars to get these people over here and
Hmm.
on our park district and take away from these black kids, man. We so goddamn lost to a point where
But let me,
what's up?
hey, Jonathan, let me just interject real quick, man, so we can note. Because, hey, said let's stay on this for a second, bro,
No, we good.
because
We good. We good.
we gotta understand the background, bro. They came 20 years ago. Every 20 years they have a census, right? Europeans numbers been shrinking, right, for the population, right? So if you listen to them closely, especially Republicans, right? If you listen, this shit is about the numbers. So the Democrats, which bro just said, like from Obama was different. He deported more motherfuckers than even
Trump.
Trump now. But the thing is about white people start feeling that they numbers going down and the Latino numbers start going up. So they had a prediction in 2030 or 2040 that Latinos, that's all people that speak Spanish or whatever, not just Mexican, they're gonna outnumber white people in this country.
Mm.
So it ain't like they just, oh yeah, let's deport these motherfucking illegal immigrants. No, they worried about the numbers because when these people become legal, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they become legal through the process, the numbers go up. They can vote now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the real thing that's driving the shit. It ain't driving because of motherfucking illegal. Trump just told you, the motherfuckers work at the hotels and in the fields that I fuck with, they staying.
Mm.
So it ain't about law and order. It's about white people and then they rally their base, and they base on some racist shit because that's what they tell them. Look, man, these Mexicans take your job.
Yeah.
They gonna be the mayor. They gonna be the senator. So I just wanted to put that out there, bro.
The wartime, you got to think too. So you give these people a place, and you don't care about the black votes. You actually push them
Mhm.
aside. That's why the Harris didn't win because you opened the borders and displaced a lot of black people. A lot of black people was pissed, and that's why a lot of black people voted for Trump. It's not because they sell out. A lot of people were personally affected by the open borders. So here you go, wartime, right? Harris, she supports, Israel is I think it's Palestine. You got that war going on, right? And behind closed doors, you got Harris connected to BlackRock, who's supporting this war with Israel. It's all types of money laundering stuff going on. So you got that going on. You get these people over here. And the plan was, I guess she thought she was gonna win, and it kind of like backfired. So you got all these the immigration coming up, and they ain't just like Hispanics though. The thing is, you don't know how many Chinese officials you got over here preparing for war. Like
Mm.
a lot of people, Biden was bought. He had some shares of Chinese. They always in cahoots on a lot of things. If you follow the money tracks. Like Obama is this big icon, right? Everybody like Obama. Obama in the game too. Obama, they put him as a
Mhm.
blackface, right? And they say, "Oh man, Obama could do nothing for black people because he didn't have the people voting for him." Man, you got Trump out here doing stuff. So you didn't tell me You ain't seen tell me Obama ain't had the power to speak his mind. He's trained as well. The thing is, Obama could have helped a lot of black people. Y'all know in this chat, this podcast right now, who he really helped. They got power right now. I ain't gonna say because I don't want nobody to get offended.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, he did approve one community,
Oh.
and it wasn't the black community.
Mm-hmm.
So they killed him with that. But then we still talk, oh, he's this powerful icon, Obama. Man, enough of that, man. It's all a game. They all bought. And man, I really want to say, I can't say what I want to say to be like blunt, because these
Mm-hmm.
true people that represent the small population of the world, they run it all, man, especially politicians. I'm asking one thing. Are y'all familiar with the former state's attorney, black lady, Cook County? God, I can't think of her name. Somebody in the chat help me out.
That's Fox, bro.
Fox.
Fox.
Fox. George Soros gave her $2 million in that campaign. Why the hell would he give
Mm-hmm.
Kim Fox $2 million in that campaign? The same George Soros is affiliated with the Black Rocks and Vanguard. Now we're going local in Cook County, right? So all this crime in Cook County, she's excusing and people can have the risk. Why would George Soros fund her campaign and indirectly fund the mayor of Chicago? He got a little money. Now, why would they give these locals money? Why do they care about what's the Chicago mayor name? I forget his name. The dude like Sean Kemp to fade.
Brandon, something.
Yeah. Why would they pay him to give money? Like why? They give money, man. We're quick to see money and we're quick to sell out. It's real. It's our own. Now the kids down here, they voted us on the pass for a curfew. Johnson's like, oh no, I'm not gonna push it. Why? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like with the whole thing, man. They give us this space. They open up the borders, man. You got ICE coming out here. They and people are like, oh, it's so wrong, it's so bogus. It ain't. Look what happened to black people when they was over here. They was over here, man. Don't nobody cry.
Right.
Nobody in those goddamn comments and Facebook keyboard warriors say anything about black people get kicked out their apartment buildings when they just put
Yep.
immigrants up in there and they was getting paid money.
Yeah.
None of y'all talk about the billions of dollars Chicago was spending and they weren't putting in the black communities. Now, we didn't have the money to fund education of black communities, but we got $3 billion for the immigrants coming home. Get the hell out of here, man.
That's
And
real.
what
That's
you
real.
what you just said, I mean, how Trump is able to say what he want to say and all that stuff, and Obama, to me, couldn't. And Obama is more good with the words, so he could have said, but he just didn't do it. It's like why couldn't he say not the thing that not the thing that Trump is be saying, but he could have flipped it. But I really don't know. I really don't know the whole story, and that's why we don't get into.
Obama's paid for, and I'm gonna say this: the people might not like it. Obama paid for it. It's period. So all you Obama lovers that get mad, but just like Marcus is speaking the truth about the church and some aspect people don't like. People don't like the truth. That's a problem with black people. We don't like the truth. We like to take the what is the blue pill, and we like to live in this little fantasy world where people could tell us all these lies. God damn it, give me the other pill. I want to know the truth. I want to know the
Right.
facts so I can live in that world. Because the problem is we fail as a community because we like being fed lies. We like the lies, and
Right.
we're gonna live off that lie. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
The lies are a good thing to talk about. Lies are a good thing to talk about. You can't. Nobody want to talk about the truth.
Right.
I'm gonna be quiet. In the comments probably like
And
this.
then and you guys know something, bro. This the beauty of what we walk around with in our hand, bro. You could do your own research.
Mm-hmm.
You can fact check us if you feel a certain type of way about what we saying, because this all opinionated.
Yeah.
This a round table. There's some brothers that come from all different aspects of our community, bro. And we got opinions. And that's what men have opinion. They try to reduce us to like it's girly to have opinion for men. They want motherfuckers just be quiet. Like
Right.
that's masculine. That ain't masculine. Masculine is if you know what the fuck you talking about. Or you got an opinion, you gonna stand on it. You see what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
what we putting together with this is that, like I say, we got brothers that from all aspects of our community. And we right now we sharing our thoughts, bro. And if you disagree, that's fine. We cool with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it ain't intentional to hurt nobody or to disrespect nobody on this platform, bro.
It's
Just to
not,
get the
but
word.
like I said, I just looked up. George Soros did get to Fox not $3 but $2 million in February
Yeah,
2020. He get it. So
yeah,
man, I go deep down on things, man. People don't want it. I'm not gonna eat no fairy tale. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm gonna go deep.
man. And guess what? Guess what? Hey, see, I'm trying to be diplomatic, right? I'm trying to be, a little, because I could really just say some shit, but that ain't what it is. We we
Yeah,
we doing what we doing. We got some real deep brothers on this program. Bucci had to check out, I guess.
yeah.
But I guess said you're gonna um
We can wrap it up. We can wrap it
wrap
up.
it up
Yeah, because like I
or
said,
you got some.
we wanted to go ahead and wrap it up. We wanted to have this type of show. I think we want to do this show like at least once a month or once every 2 months or whatever, because things like this need to get talked about. Because I mean, yeah, we this is Jesus Hustle. We talked about the neighborhood and stuff like that. But like I said, we sometimes we got to get outside the neighborhood and inform our people what's going on or how we feel about certain things. You know what I'm saying? What's going on now? Which I was talking about earlier, I'm just not seeing this comment with the guy, whatever, but I'm not going to even address that. I'll troll him later. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll troll that later. But Jesus Hustle, like I said, we on every Wednesday. Al do his after dark. What your days are?
Yeah, they Saturday at 6 o'clock Central.
6 o'clock Central. Marcus, you also have your settings. What day you come on?
I don't know, man, because um, I don't like being on here with three Cub fans, though, bro. That's kind of like seriously, man.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm at a KKK rally or something. I'm in there with like
ah,
it's like
Hey,
come on,
hey,
man.
hey, Marcus, real quick. I'm gonna tell the story before you tell it. Hey, when I stayed in the hotel this past, hey man, hey, so I went the wife, man. We went to I think it's called Provide Restaurant. So I'm like, the wife wanted to go back to the hotel. Hey, big shout out, Marcus, you hooked us up. So she like, no, man, like let's go get some dessert, man. I know this place. I googled some shit, right? It got good ratings. So we and the wife, we drove down there, man. So I'm not aware of up north right now. I'm just thinking like the reviews, right? I'm going up north. So my wife was like, she's like the hotel. I'm like, chill, like I got this, I got this. So we drive. I'm like, okay, we're neighborhood boys town. I'm like, okay, we
Yeah,
drive
one little, two little, three little Indians.
hey man, I drove to this damn shop, and it was this place. I looked at the store, and it was like I thought lingerie place, but it had like dudes like what you call those things like the little things in the window. The
No, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
oh, no,
With the mannequins.
Medicus had the dude Medicus and fishnet, but I had women that fishnet. I'm like, what the hell? She's like, oh, she started getting like, oh, babe, come on, let's have fun, let's go. I'm like, no, the shop, the dirt place across the street. So she gets out and she went like, babe, let's go. I'm like, like she's like, grab me. I'm like, unhand me now. So I'm like, we go across the street, and I ain't go across the street to crosswalk. F that, man. I'm like, we finna get through because a lot of people, a lot of them out there. I walk in traffic. I grabbed her, like, come on, we running in traffic. We got there. She wanted to take pictures. I got this look at my face, like, so we get out, and she was like, hey, look at that dude in the black. I'm like, I don't want to turn around and look because then he gonna think I'm trying to take him out or some shit. Like, jaywalk in traffic, man. We're gonna stop cars, like, taxi cab stop. Man, I'm like, man, so I got back in the car, man. I'm like, man, we going back to the hotel now. I need a
That's
drink.
cool, bro. I mean, you
I need a drink. I had to drink. I don't need a drink like that. I need a drink and go back to the hotel.
it's cool, bro. You was in Boys Town. It's cool. It's cool.
Not,
But you was with your wife though. You good.
no, not on purpose. I
Yeah,
just
these
like, hey, Google should have told me that I was googling like dessert shops, man. Where I was at, but I'm like, what the hell is going on, man? Then it was that.
yeah, if you was with the fellas, they would have to check you out or something. You know what I'm saying? You
I'm
with the
with nobody
fellas.
with my wife, man. You heard what Marcus said. Fellas, man.
No, but Marcus, what you got going on? What you got going on? You got a
Um,
podcast as well.
well, every Monday, I go on with the Quick 30, which self-explanatory, 30-minute Bible class that I do. Well, not every Monday. I'm sorry, every other Monday. Every other Monday. But otherwise, I try to leave my evenings wide open just for things like this because we want to be informative for the community. Like I said, I think it's a good platform that you guys got here. You and Alan, you continue to give a real introspect introspective of people who are from neighborhoods that were impoverished, and bring other people like Jonathan who worked in the neighborhood and that's actually literally making a change. And you have guys like James who has always been at the forefront of intelligent speaking, and I tell them that all the time. So I try to make myself available for this particular platform anytime you guys need me, man. So yeah, I'm
Yeah, just
available.
tune into the Quick 30, man. Quick 30, you know, I check it out. I check it out. But you gotta let me know because I do my show too on Monday, so I don't want to clash with yours or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably either come 30 minutes after you, or you know what I'm saying, and with our work like that.
Yeah, I'm just 30 minutes, man. So I don't want to make people glad twice. Glad to see me come on, then glad to see me leave. So
All right. Got you.
Hey Jonathan, when your show, bro?
Yep.
Man, I don't know. We try to no, I got a nice work schedule coming up soon, so man, I'm gonna put that out there. The morning show, get up and grind, a little bit of motivation for the people, man. And before we go, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my wife for bringing me close to Christ and got me doing what I'm doing right now. So,
Man, get out of here with that.
oh man, you the damn you the goddamn devil. Look at this. Look at
No, go ahead, bro. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh man, hey man. You
No,
made
go
me
ahead.
oh, man.
that was funny, dude.
Big shout out to her though, man. But yeah, man. But hey, Mark, I'm about to check you out though too, man, on that. So let us know when that show dropping.
Yeah,
So
drop in on me. Man. Drop in on me. What church have you been attending to that you've been visiting?
it's in Disciples Church in Tinley Park.
Okay.
It's a very diverse church.
Mhm.
It was pretty cool though, man. It was pretty cool.
Okay. That's good, man. That's
yeah.
good.
I thought he said you told me the Blue Oyster, man.
You look at-
The
hey, man,
who?
you got the
The
Blue
Blue
Oyster.
Oyster.
Shit.
Is that a police academy?
Yeah.
Wow. Now,
Hey,
now the
but I
music is
said,
playing in my head now. The
Okay,
music is playing in my head now.
the-
Yeah, they did the little
I
tango
said,
dance.
bro.
Wow.
On the serious note, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bro, you had a dope ass show Monday, bro. Like that conversation you had with that sister, bro. That was live, bro.
Yeah.
Give you your big ups on that.
Marie Carr, she the book she have is called Facing Life Challenges. She's from the hood. She's from Outgale Garden, and like I said, I read the book. The book was real good, man. And like I said, to catch my attention, and I read the book. I actually read.
Hey, Jonathan.
Make
He
me
looking
read.
at the pictures. He didn't read, brother. He
Yeah.
can't read. He was
Make me
looking at the
read.
pictures.
Ain't no pictures in the book.
That Negro start reading anything, man.
Last book you read before that was Cat in the Hat.
No, but her book was real good though, man. I mean, I want to bring her back on to talk about because she had there was some stuff that happened to her in the gardens that was like deep, you know what I'm saying? That we didn't get too much into it because I want people to read the book. But I'm definitely gonna have her on the show. That was real good. Her book is real good. But like I said, that my show will be on Monday sometime. Like I said, I'm not gonna clash with my boy. I want like I said, either gonna come on before or after, probably after him if he do his quick 30 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But my show will be about entertainment, like we're doing right now, having fun, joking and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So we'll have comedians on. I'll try to get comedians, like local comedians and things like that, local hip hop artists and things like I'm doing things that I want to do. I mean, so that's what my thing's gonna be. Set It Up Production presents. So we're gonna go ahead and log off right now.
Let me ask you a
Marcus, go ahead.
question, bro, before you go, though.
Here's a joke. Go ahead.
No, it's a serious question, though, man, because I know CedItUp Productions, man, you've been doing good, and big props to that, man. But a Lil Nas X offered you like $1 to run your podcast. you
Say
take
it again. He's still thinking about up north. You know what I'm saying?
Lil Nas X offered you $3-4 million to help run the podcast. You take the money?
Nah, fuck out of here.
You got to think about it.
No, he's still on.
Hey, Marcus, he gonna come on next podcast. Al go cancel like you had a bow tie, like hated it.
No, no good. No good.
Y'all silly, man.
Yo, this is Set It Up Production. This is Set It Up Production. G's and Hustlas, man. We about to be up out of here, man. Catch y'all next time.
All right, fellas. Peace out.